right, as the seasons get ready to change, some popular plants are just hitting their stride. It may still be winter, but these late season superstars are putting on quite a show. And our friend and garden expert Derek Thomas with Thomas Landscapes is joining us with how we can get the most out of these winter blooms. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
After spending a couple of weeks on the beach, you look pretty darn good. Good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
Pouring down rain out there, but winter's still kind of hanging on.
Winter's still hanging on, and we have a couple of weeks, you know, but Mother Nature like rolls out all the stops this time of the year, and there's great plants that, you know, people think about those over-the-top floral bouquets and things like that as plants that you can actually have at this time of the, when you think about what you go in your garden and cut.
Right.
These are plants that are at their peak right now. Well, things like heather.
Okay.
You know, this is a heather plant. This plant is looking its best right now. As soon as it starts to get a little bit warmer, that plant's going to be over. Okay. You've got things like the evergreen ferns. Because the freezing temperatures have passed, they're starting to perk up. They're looking good again. Forsythia. You know, forsythia is truly one of the beacons that lets you know winter's gone, spring is here.
I love
and they are just getting budded up. Now, pussy willow. Pussy willow is another plant. And what they actually, the reason that they get their name is that kids love this because it's very soft. It almost feels like you're petting a cat. And, you know, within the next week, these little buds are going to burst out, and they're going to be leaves. And then we've got red twig dogwood, which is an ornamental. It's in the winter garden, but it's a great plant this time of the year. Now, what about if you were going to be entertaining this weekend? Okay. A great way to do that is to take plants like pussy willow, because once this plant starts to grow out, it's done. And cut a couple pieces of the red twig dogwood for me.
And it doesn't matter where I cut, Derek?
It doesn't matter where you cut, because, you know, what you're going to end up doing is you're creating an ornamental vase. Cut them a little bit longer for me, Gravere.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
Better?
And then let's get this one. Let me see here.
Okay.
Let's get this one
let the expert
a little
do
bit.
this.
No, a little bit further down. I just want to do differing heights. You were doing a great job. Now, what you do is you put together a nice arrangement like that. You can jazz it up if you want a little bit. You know, if you are having company, you can jazz it up a bit with some of the winter fern and maybe just a couple boughs of heather popped in there. You know, and what you've got is a really minimalistic bouquet. Now, the red twig dogwoods and the pussy willows are going to stay for years. If you waited until the pussy willow came out to leaves, it would be done.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's going to be attractive like that for years. Now, another thing a lot of people don't know, someone asked me right before the show, how do they get a forsythia to be full again? What you want to do is you want to take the forsythia, you want to cut it all the way back.
I mean, when do you do that, though?
You can do that right now, because what you can then do is for the next 2 weeks, Gravere, all of these blooms are going to last in water indoors.
Ah, very nice.
And you've also pruned your forsythia at the right time.
And it's okay for you to do that, and that'll bloom.
Absolutely. Because what it's going to do is it's going to flush out with leaves, and then you're going to have a full forsythia again instead of a leggy forsythia.
Love it. And it won't be long before those things are just in great bloom.
Absolutely.
All right, Derek, good to see you, as always.
Good to see you, and I understand that you're taking off, so I want to say goodbye, and it's been such a joy working with you.
It's been great. You know what? Atlanta has beautiful springs, too, so you know, you'll have to come see me.
Absolutely.
Help me in my garden.
Absolutely.
Okay. Al, back to you. Oh, actually, we're going to take a break, Allison. I'm sorry. We will be back in just a moment.